For those who have been in my class, you know that the fact that you have the outline doesn't mean you have everything I'm going to say.
I know.
It means you just have an idea of what we are going to be covering, and we are going to go deeper into all of them. Okay, so turn the outline upside down and let me ask a few questions before we go on, without you looking at the outline. So when you had, how many of us knew the theme for camp before we came? So, but all of us know it now. Remember your first love. What does that say to you? What is it? What does that mean?
You like to ask questions like that.
Yes. Yeah. And okay, just as a reminder, I know I wasn't here last year. If I don't get any volunteers, I volunteer people.
Oh, it is the source. Yes. I volunteer. Yes. Yes. Going back to the main core, to the source, to the beginning. First love is where everything begins.
Okay. Going back to the beginning. Okay. Any more?
Well, actually, it's supposed to go back to the position where God wants you to be. Because the first love is mainly the love that God is mostly pleased about.
So going back to the place where God wants you to be, going back to the place where God is pleased with. Okay?
For me, going back would mean that you went before.
Okay.
So that's what I was thinking about.
So
you have to be able to know to go back.
Okay.
I don't know, that's how
so in other words, it has to be somebody who has experienced it to be able to go back there.
Exactly.
Okay? So in other words, go see your experience and go back to somewhere in your experience.
Exactly.
Okay?
That you already lived.
Okay?
It also means like, because to me there's like three categories of love. There's the real first love, there's the love that goes one way, and the love where you don't always give you all, you know, you give it halfway, so it's not really the love that God wants you to have.
Okay.
So He wants it to go both ways, but completely on high speed, like go for both of them in a more not confidential, more intimate way.
Okay. Having an intimate, full, unreserved, okay, love. Okay, from this side.
Yes, c'est ça, j'allais dire, la classe, c'est pas ici.
I will repeat what Priscilla said. She says, start with the begins love. For me, it's what she said.
Okay, going back to the beginning. Okay. If while you're answering my question it's easier for you to express yourself in French, there are enough people here to interpret for you. So just say, okay, I'm going to speak in French and someone will interpret. Great. All right, so now you can turn over. And a number of key things have been mentioned already. So it says, remember your first love. So to remember means that it's either you forgot,
last time.
But the key thing there is that at one point in time you knew it.
Exactly, yeah.
You know? Then it talks about first love. So the key thing there is that there is love and there is a first love. So even before we start talking about first love, let's talk about love. You know, so that we can be on the same page. So my question here is, what is love?
Good question.
Love is God.
Great. Wonderful. Now, I am a 4-year-old child.
Thank you, sister.
I'm a 4-year-old boy. And I come to you, I say, what is love? Answer me.
Well, love is the way you feel about the people you care.
Feel about people I care?
Yeah.
When I'm mad about my younger brother, that is love?
No.
Okay, so what? I'm a 4-year-old child, you're trying to explain love to me.
Okay. love is the emotion that
Emotion? What's emotion?
emotion is a feeling that you get inside towards something or some more. And love is that emotion, the greatest emotion that that you show somebody that you care about.
Oh, so if I give my pencil to my sister, or I give my crayon to my sister, or I give my teddy bear to my sister, that means I love her?
Yeah, that's a form of affection.
So,
In a certain way.
but is that the explanation of love? No, I know I put you on the spot, but
Yeah.
sometimes the reason why I put it that way is a lot of times we think we understand certain things. But when you try to explain it to a child, you begin to realize that there's a lot of assumptions or a lot of big words we use in our explanation that doesn't really explain. And sometimes we give some answers that are like, wow, that is so wow. But really,
It's nothing.
it doesn't help us understand what we are talking about any more than before. So, what is love? So, your explanation captures a good part of it. Is an emotion that we express to show people we care for them and that they're important to us. Any other?
Love is about having the best interest of the other at heart.
Okay. The best interest of the other person at heart. Any more?
Well, I would say the simplest definition of love for a 4-year-old, like you just said, is the way you like very, very much somebody.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
To like somebody
Very,
very,
very
much. To like somebody very, very much. Okay? That is for a 4-year-old child, that will hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
Okay. Depending on what type of love you're trying to explain at that point in time. But
For 4-year-old, that's
Yeah, that's
for 4-year-old, that is excellent.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, so we are going to look at what I've called the 4 C's of love. Many a times, and I will always come, I think I will come back to your definition over and over again. To like somebody very, very much. Children know that they can choose to like somebody or choose not to like somebody. So that tells me that when it comes to love, there is choice.
Yeah.
Well, if you speak to some people, you would think that there was no choice in love.
Yeah, you need to love everybody.
Well, somebody comes and says,
I
I fell in love with him, I can't help myself. Well,
Yeah.
is there a choice or is there no choice?
There is
no,
a choice.
no choice.
There is a choice.
There's a choice.
It depends on the kind of love you're talking about.
Every love,
Every love
there is a
has
choice.
Okay.
Every manifestation of love, there is a choice. So the 4 C's of love, if you look here, I say commitment, choice, care, and conditional. Love always contains those 4 elements. There is a commitment in love. There is a choice in love. There is care in love. And there is condition in love. You're like, condition? Yes, there is condition. So let's look at them. Commitment is when you bound yourself to do something or to promise to do something. So if I say I'm going to love somebody, I'm committing myself to do something. Without that commitment, I'm not saying I'm going to, like if I say, well, I will see if I can help you when I am able, I'm not making a commitment. I'm vacillating, I'm saying maybe, maybe not. But when I commit myself, if I say I'm going to love you, I'm making a commitment to you. Come rain, come sunshine, no matter what happens, you can count on me. There's a choice. I'm not forced to commit myself to you, but I choose to commit myself to you. Care. And what am I committing myself to? To be concerned about you, to pay serious attention, to like very, very, very much,